What's up? You are back to IT. Today I'm going to talk about 5 questions to ask on your next technical interview. Trust me, these questions will really stump the hiring managers. A lot of times when we have these interviews, we go through this stressful process, especially technical interviews. It's a stressful process. We hate the behavioral questions. And then on top of behavioral questions, we have to answer technical questions or perform a test or some type of assessment. Do not leave an interview before asking these questions. It's time for 2022. You need to start putting the pressure on these managers, and you need to start really aggressively interviewing managers, okay? Question number 1, and I have these ordered according to their difficulty level, in my opinion. So make sure that you're asking these questions. Don't leave an interview without asking these questions. I'm gonna be honest. Anytime I ask these questions, it is very rare that I can get a manager that can go through these questions without stumbling, without taking a breath, without taking a break, without saying, you know, that's a good question. You know, that's a technique for buying more time. So definitely ask these 5 questions. Make sure you grab a pencil, piece of paper, and write these questions down right now. Okay, so the first question that I have is, so the first question you want to ask, this is the lightest question. What does a typical day look like in this role? Now, if a manager can't tell you what so let's say this is a new role. So they don't really know what a typical day look like. But you should have an idea of what you want me to do on a daily basis or throughout my day. If you don't even have an idea of how you want my day to go, there you go, that's a red flag. Question number two. Don't leave an interview without asking the manager, what is your management style? Important question. Puts them on the spot to expose who they are. You gotta ask this question so that you can know who you'll be working for. This is somebody you'll be dealing with on a regular basis. You need to ask this question because it may not match what you're looking for, okay? So that's number 2. Now, this question, now we're gonna start getting into the heavier questions. How will my performance be measured in this role? A lot of managers can't answer that question, and that's a big problem. You should be able to answer this question. If you're hiring for a position and you want to hire the best, you should know how to answer this question. How are you gonna measure my performance? And this is an indicator, this is a red flag situation too. If they can't answer how they're gonna grade your performance, they don't know. So you're going into a situation blindly, and you can't be mad if you get hired for this job. You can't be mad if you don't like how your performance is being measured, because they couldn't answer this question up front, they couldn't answer it, and yet you still accepted an offer. So look at these questions closely. Don't forget, guys and gals, you are interviewing the company as well. A lot of you are the talent, you are the technical ability. Companies can't run without your talent. So I'm not trying to say that in a way to be arrogant. Find that balance though. I'm trying to get you to find that balance. Too many people are walking into jobs as if they're peasants and they're just being totally submissive to a job. Stop doing that. Balance. Confidence, respectful, but get that balance. Okay, so the 4th and 5th question are combination questions. These are questions that is kind of like in combination. And this is the most difficult question. I promise you, I rarely get any manager who can answer it. What are the challenges of the company, and how does this role help to address those challenges? Most managers can't answer that question. A lot of these questions that I'm asking here, you'll hear, that's a good question, but you won't get a good answer. Challenges of the company makes the manager have to think back to what are the goals of the company. And it will expose whether a manager is just in their isolated department, because of course they know the department goals, but do you know the company goals? A lot of managers can't answer this question. And how does this role that you're hiring for help that goal, help to eliminate those challenges of the company? How does this role fit into the overall scheme of things? So start asking these questions. So I'm gonna go over these questions once again, just so that you make sure you write these questions down. Do not go in another technical interview and not ask these questions. What does a typical day look like? That's the first question you should be asking. What is your management style? Number 2. Number 3, how will my performance be measured in this role? Number 4 and 5 is combination. What are the challenges of the company? And how does this role help to solve those challenges, all right? So those are the questions that you need to ask. Don't go into 2022 without putting managers under the equal pressure that you get put under. You are hiring them as well. Find that balance. Don't get arrogant, but find that balance, all right? So till next time, please like, share, subscribe, post a comment in the box below. If you're a current subscriber, don't forget to hit that notification bell, all right? Peace.